The sanctuary showdown. President Trump is now considering breaking up the Ninth Circuit after the court blocked his order to withhold funding from some sanctuary cities.
Are you surprised by the Ninth Circuit ruling?
I'm never surprised by the Ninth Circuit. As I said, we'll see him in the Supreme Court.
Fox News judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano joins us right now. You're never surprised by the Ninth Circuit either.
But the decision to which he was referring was by a trial judge in San Francisco. The Ninth Circuit is the name of the appellate court, the intermediate court between the trial court and the Supreme Court. And the Ninth Circuit is the largest in the nation in terms of the number of its judges, the population base it serves, and the area it serves. It's the 15 westernmost states of the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii.
Now, one of the reasons he doesn't like the Ninth Circuit is because it tilts so far to the left. Yesterday, in one of his tweets, he was suggesting that the left was doing some judge shopping, which is true. Both sides do judge shopping.
It's one thing that it's funny. You're taught that early in law school that judge shopping is wrong, judge shopping is bad, it's down and dirty, it's
but
low,
everybody does it.
But people do it, meaning if you can find a court that you think will be hospitable to your claim, particularly an ideological claim, you find a way to get it in that court. But that's, of course, why we have a Supreme Court. On the other hand, the Supreme Court can't hear every appeal, and appeals take years to get there. So the split up of the Ninth Circuit, which has been discussed for years.
How do you do it?
Would be legislation. Congress would have to do it.
Well, that's not going to happen.
It's probably not going to happen because the Democrats would filibuster it, and the Republicans have 52 votes in the Senate. They'd need to get another 8 from among the Democrats. But if it did happen, it would simply divide these 17 or 18 judges, active sitting judges, into 2 or 3 circuits. I'm not sure that doing that will serve the president's purpose other than symbolically, because these are lifetime appointments. And liberals, just like conservatives don't want to leave when there's a Democrat in the White House, liberals don't want to leave when there's a Republican in the White House.
But ultimately, that is the best way for the president to change the Ninth Circuit, would be for him to appoint judges who are aligned with him ideologically out there, because didn't that happen in the Fourth Circuit?
Yes, the Fourth Circuit, which is headquartered in Richmond, Virginia, for many, many years was the most conservative in the country. President Obama succeeded in turning it around almost 100%. It is now second only to the Ninth in its population of being filled with liberal judges, because President Obama was steadfast in trying to do that. So these ideological turns can happen. But Ronald Reagan and both Presidents Bush tried very hard to turn around the Ninth Circuit, and they did not succeed. It's cyclical. Depends on when people die and when they decide their time has come to retire.
Politically, though, isn't this a little helpful to the president in the United States, because he can say, look, I'm trying to keep my promise, but either Congress or these judges on this Ninth Circuit aren't helping us out.
I think the president gets crowing rights even when he loses, because he says, look, I did what I promised. It's these judges that have stopped me. I've tried to slow down the judges, and the Democrats in the Congress stopped me. Either way, his base approves.
All right. Judge Andrew Napolitano, thank you very much. Great analysis today.
Thank you, Steve.